Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is August the 12th, 2012. It's 1 p.m. Pacific time, and it's also my 45th birthday today. Happy birthday to me. Okay, so yesterday I made a really important discovery. Really important. All of these are really important discoveries. People just don't even realize the importance of all of this when it comes to the Earth's history and NASA being basically busted in their own busted lying with their own images, using their own images, and look who makes the Earth maps. Okay, so I mean they're basically busted, big time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna piece together this new piece of the puzzle, South America, where it used to be. You can watch the video where I say, where I pointed out where I discovered it, because I made it right after I did. Anyways, this is an important piece. What we got here, South America. We see that India is right there underneath it. I don't know if it was underneath it or on top of it, whatever. Either way, they were together right there in that spot. And then what we got here is Indonesia. We see in South America this curve right here. Okay, that curve is the edge of this impact, this this Indonesian impact. And so I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to bring a couple of them up. Actually, this one here, let's do the other one first. Okay, so there's that one. And I'm not saying any of these are perfectly aligned. I've just started working on this, so it's not going to be perfect. But this is the one that hits basically Mare Oriental and others. Not just, they all hit the same spots Mare Oriental, but we're just going to work with Mare Oriental just as not to confuse people. We're just going to keep using the same crater over and over, in other words. Okay, so here we go. That's this one. That ties the Indonesia, South America together. This one here. This is an overlay that I've had in place for a couple months. Indonesia, and I haven't moved it to just South America. South America, I put that up there last night. All I did was turn this one on that I did a couple months ago, and it already fit right there into place. Boom, just like that. So that one went there. That one goes there. Then I did another one. This one shows that India. This is my Indian Ocean impact, basically India, China, and I've had this up here for probably close to 3 months. I would say 3 months. And all I had to do was bring it up as well, and bring it up to tie this together, tie South America together with India, because this fits over India perfect. This crater right here shows this is India right here. You can see the shape of India right here. Watch. It's not just the shape; it's the whole land. All of the land features all match. Okay, we'll zoom in a second. But you see, this is the impact. Look at this. The whole Indian Ocean is the impact, and part of this part, Thailand and all that area right there. See that? China, or whatever you just call it, China. Okay, so there it is. You can see the big circle in the center right there of the Indian Ocean. That's an impact, and we see every land feature in India. Look at this right here. This line, how it fits the same pattern right there. You see this like finger right here in India, with this big crater right here. That's this right here. I don't know if that's a big crater or a big mountain. It's right there in India, but it's the same exact shape. So I mean, you got this line here coming across. Boom. Okay, you see the curve of the Himalayas right there a little bit, right here. Okay, you got that pretty much too, right? So anyways, that ties India and South America together, because it shows that it fits in South America with it there, like this. We can see that it fits there pretty well. You know what I should do is probably turn the borders on too. I always forget to do that. So that helps a little bit. Shows us South America, where it got impacted right there with India right here. India was here, Indonesia was over here. And we can see that happened all in that impact. Well, not only that, but that ties that all together. And then we can see South America was real close here, and we can see if we look, this was probably over here at one time. But I got another one that lines those two up right now. We're going to go ahead and do those ones, or that one, and I think it's right here. No, right here, that one, maybe that one, yeah. Okay, so this is one that I showed before. I have it overlaid already. I just put this one down, but I had it overlaid over here in South America when I showed that my other video, Common Sense Geologic History. Okay, that's this impact over here. Basically ties that. It's going to tie South America and Australia together right now. Okay, so we can see there it hits. There's where it hits in South America. We can see it. Look at that. Let's turn the borders on too. Yeah, it's not going to get us much on the borders because we're over here. Okay, so anyways, but it ties them together. Just to show you that it ties those two continents together. Right here. Look at the fit in Australia. And I never really noticed it to fit this way before. I always put it in different ways. But look at this part right here. This big area in this part here too. Look at that. And I'm not saying everything's set perfect at the moment because I'm working on this right now, basically for the first time along with you. And you're seeing it basically a lot of it. You're going to see a lot of things for the first. We're going to see them all together, basically. Okay, so that goes there. That ties those two together. So that just shows that they were all together. This is going to rebuild the supercontinent in a way, basically, during the times of a lot of these impacts. And I'm sure there's been more as they moved apart. Okay, so that one ties those together, and what else? Oh, I pointed out before. Here, let me turn the weather on. I pointed out before in a couple, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, probably I made a video, 3 weeks or so, that Tycho. I thought Tycho hit here in the next to South America over there where South. I didn't say it happened over there. I just said it hits near South America, right here because it all fit right. Now we got the proof. There's the weather pattern that shows Tycho, and I'm not saying. And I pointed out up here in the Pacific too, up here by the Marianas Trench. I pointed out over here too. Now I'm not sure if that. I know it fits there perfect. It does fit there perfect. I'm not sure if this is Tycho or Jackson. I'm still working on that. We're still going to work on that. But I got Tycho put in place right here. We're going to take a look at Tycho just to see. Okay, Tycho. That's the last one I did. Okay, so Tycho, the way I believe it fits in South America, is right here. Let's just move the weather patterns around a little bit. Let's see what's up. Oh yeah, you can see this pattern right here, around the back side here, and then that flat top. See this line that comes across? I can see that in the background a little bit, and I can see. Oh yeah, that's Tycho. I'd say that's Tycho. And let's take a look at Tycho with South America right here. Watch this. I did check this out a little bit earlier, right here, this part, right here. See, okay, first off, I pointed this out before. The line that comes through, right there in South America, we can clearly see that right there. Pointed that out before. So that's there, right? And the reason why it looks smaller than the other ones, it has to be that way because it's the way the program. When you pull a picture down towards the poles, the north or south, it starts to pinch the picture right here. So the picture will shrink as I pull it down, and that's it's just the way it is. That's how. I don't know what to say about that. It's part of the program or whatever. And maybe it's really that way on the Earth. I have no idea. Okay, so we got that. Look at the shape right here. Look at this whole thing and this curve that comes down. Check it out. And I'm sure if you live in South America, you can see that there's that little circle right there in that area. There's something there. You can see, and there's something right there. You can see it. I mean, I can see it right here, right there. Yep. Okay, so that fits there. So we got Tycho here, and Tycho up there too. Now I'm not saying they hit both spots. I don't know yet. The ocean floor is a most confusing part of the puzzle actually, because it moves. It seems to move along with like I guess the shelf and everything. The whole plate or something moves over the top of other thing. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out together. But you've seen the weather patterns there. The weather patterns do fit into that crater, that shape. They fit in there pretty good. And you see the South America again one more time, where it fits. Right there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, take that away for a minute, and I'm going to put Africa. What this does is this, I pointed out in my other video, the common sense one, that Africa, of course, we all know Africa was attached right here next to South America, right? So what that does when I do it like I had it over there, it brings Africa over the top. Which one is that? That one. And this is an old Google Earth image. Excuse just it's the only one I could find in a hurry. Didn't feel like looking, but you see how all the pixels are in this picture. Take a guess why those pixels are in the picture. Just take a guess why. And I know a lot of people think it's the stitching together of the photographs and a bunch of crap like that. Every one of those features that you see, every one of those pixelation areas where you see like a whole bunch in one spot, those are geologic features that would really that would prove positive that the moon had hit here. If you were able to see all that clearly, and they weren't like this, now they've found a new way to blend it, to where you can only see up close if you get one area like this. So you can't see the rest of the area at the same time, which really makes it difficult to prove anything. Okay, that's one of the problems I ran into. Okay, so anyway, what this does with Africa in position with that impact that I had up just a minute ago, that one, I think. See that? Okay. What that does is puts this right here at Lake Victoria. Here, I'm going to take that crater picture down. What it does is it puts Lake Victoria over the top of South. I mean it puts the whole of Africa on top of Australia, just like that. Now look at the shape of the mountains and all the outside lines around the outside, all these around here of Lake Victoria, this whole area. I don't know what they call them, but there's Lake Victoria there. And that lake is 200 miles across or something like that. From one end to the other is 200 or 300. I think it's 200 miles across. It's a very big lake. It's the opening of a volcano. That's a volcano. It's not a lake. It's a lake now, but it has all these big lakes and big sea and like inland seas that we have on the planet are all volcanic openings from moon impacts on the Earth. Okay, so there's your volcano right there in Australia. Lake Victoria. Right there. That's it. Puts it right there. Puts the continents on top of each other. Like I pointed out before, the continents were layered. Absolutely. The land down under. Australia is the land down under. Not because it's below the equator, but because it's the land down under. Absolutely. When Africa is pushed away, or whatever, it's pushed off the top of of Australia at one time. Okay, and this volcano probably creates this whole landmass right here, Lake Victoria, and maybe a couple of other big ones in this area, like probably one here or something. But this Lake Victoria, this whole area, probably creates most of this area of Africa, I'd say. There's more up here. These ones, I mean, you got this up here creates this land up here. More than likely, these volcanoes that were here, wherever they are today, we'll find those eventually. So that just shows that they were layered, okay, and that puts those together. It puts it together right here in this one spot because it shows. I think Australia's always been here in a way, even though I put that video that showed it up there that one day, and it's confusing. It really is. I haven't solved it all. There ain't no way. I'm doing it basically by myself. I have no team of people that show me anything. I do it all on my own. There's nowhere online where you can find stuff too much about the moon hitting the Earth. You might find one single person out there trying to point it out, but like myself, like the guy that did continental drift, Wegener or whatever his name was, he had to die first. I don't want to die. I'm only 45. I mean, I don't want this got to come out. It's going to come out to this right here on YouTube. I mean, eventually, I'll just leave the videos up here as long as YouTube's up here and it doesn't get restricted. It'll be up here, and people can see and decide for themselves. If it's that important to them to know the truth, then they'll check it out for themselves and see if anything I say holds any water. I mean, look at. I'm using a big screen, a 42-inch screen. I can see a lot better than people with small monitors. So I mean, if you got a small monitor, you're going to have problems maybe just seeing some of the lines and things. But you see there's an impact here. Look at that. This starts to point out the circles, all the impacts. There's an impact right there we can see. Right? And I saw one up here earlier. There was another one up here that we already know about. We know there's one here. And South Africa, there's one down here we know. Tycho, we can put Tycho back in there again and see how that affects Africa there. We already seen that before, but we can see how that affects all of South Africa there, for sure. Weather patterns, we can turn the weather patterns back on and see how that fits in everything. Look at South Africa, look at that. It almost fits perfectly in South Africa. It comes across. I mean, people that know weather patterns, or people, geologists, they should be able to see this right away. As soon as I show this, if they know, if they're like a world renowned or something that someone, one that's traveled and knows things. I mean, like a professor, they would be able to see exactly what I'm saying. I know they would. They would have to agree on a lot of these things that I'm tying together here. And if you are one and you don't agree, please let me know. I'd like to know why you would think that. It helps me. It helps everybody to know the truth. And I'm not going to say everything I'm saying is the truth. I mean, I can't say that. I'm just trying to point out what I see that looks to be true. Okay, so let's get rid of this. I might take a break here. I'm kind of running out of ideas here. Oh, one more. Okay, we'll work on this one real quick. I put this up yesterday. I think it was the day before. The day before that, I put up the North America over Indonesia. The reason I did that was something that what led me to put that there was the one that I did this just before that, which was the weather patterns here on the East Coast and in the Atlantic Ocean here, right here. That video led me to put North America over here, and I know it's a little bit bigger than it is today, but that's just the way it is. It probably erosion or whatever. It had to move all the way from here over to there, so think about it. So what that shows us is the same curve right here. We can see that same curve in North America there. And what this also does is puts the Grand Canyon, which is right there, that thumbnail right there, or thumbtack, that's the Grand Canyon, right? So that puts that if this was here and South America was there together, like it shows, pretty much they were. Okay, I mean, it shows pretty much that they were together, something like that. There's the Great Salt Lake right at the mouth of the Amazon there. It appears, and this could be a little bit off, but okay. What it does is puts the Grand Canyon right here, and we see this ocean right here. I don't know if it's water's coming in or going out or whatever from the mountains or whatever, but we can't look at it in detail here because it's an overlay. The picture is non-focusable. Okay, so we're going to go over to South America and just take a look at that location in South America and see what cut the Grand Canyon. What really cut the Grand Canyon? What we see is the Grand Canyon would have been right in here somewhere. I think it goes right along the side of this actually, and we see a huge river. This river is huge. This is the Amazon right here. I mean, that's the biggest river in the world right here. But you still got this one. It feeds this the same way. It comes down the same way. Look at this. I guess it goes out to the ocean. But you see, there is a massive amount of water there, way more than the Colorado River, whatever. I'm not saying the Colorado River is not a powerful river. I know it is, but I don't think it cuts the Grand Canyon. I do not think so. Now they say that the water has always been running towards the Pacific. So if we put, no, we're not over there. Damn it! I had put it over here. I think I got it up here somewhere. No, thought I did. Well, I thought I put the Grand Canyon over here, but I guess not. I could do it right now, though. We could do it real quick. Let's just do it. So here we go. Grand Canyon. G, C, E, F, G. There's one picture. We want a full picture. GC right here. Right there. Okay, so now it's going to start out too big, I'm sure. Start to shrink it down. It don't look so grand anymore, does it? That's about 300 miles or something right there. I'm going to guess about that size. Now, if we look, I'm going to pull out just a little more this way. And if we look, we can see like this. This is the shape, and we can see where it goes already. You can see. Look at this. Look at this part right here. This here. See this part right here? Hold on. Let me just put it in place. Damn it. All right. It goes like this. It goes up like this, and it goes somewhere right. A little wider. Might be big. Somewhere right in here anyway. We'll get in close. It's hard to see on these little things for me, but not really, not too hard. But it got to line up the rivers and everything. The river might not be the same as it was at the time. We'll get it though. Let's see. Turn it this way. I gotta find that feature right there. It looks like that's gonna be a good one to find right there. I think that's pretty close anyway. I'm not going to go, push it. If you're interested in seeing where it goes, you can spend some time on that. Right now it's my birthday and everything. I'm just going to go do something I feel like doing today. But this definitely goes right in here in this area, and we know the massive amounts of water in the rivers in South America is just incredible. That would definitely cut the Grand Canyon, and if I could be wrong, so if anybody can think that that's possible or impossible, let me know. I'd like to know why you think that. And I mean, it helps that, like I said, it helps us all figure it all out. If it didn't cut it, and I'm missing something really important, we need to know that. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh. Oh, right there. Look at that. Right there? You think? Is that why those clouds are there? I don't know. I see an old river channel here. Somewhere in here, this picture goes. I do believe somewhere in the picture right here. Oh, it could be like this too. Nah, it's not. I don't think it's that turn. But anyways, get my point. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off there. I'll go ahead and upload the video before it gets too long. And thanks for watching. You want to get involved? Just start doing the same overlays. Let's all get this figured out, because it's gonna take me forever to do it by myself. All right. Have a good day.